I'm Soph, and welcome to another episode of This Food in History. Today we'll be talking about a trendy food I was finally able to eat from someone that knew how to cook it, and so I also tried making it myself. Birria tacos. I just love all of the videos and variations I see online everywhere. It's really blown up all over the place in the last few years. Super popular and messy, but fun to eat. I was then curious about where it comes from and if it has a rich history or a short one. Birria is an authentic Mexican flavor born out of hunger and need. Birria is a less complex but slightly long history that starts in Mexico and Cocola, Jalisco. This town is southwest of Guadalajara. In the 16th century, during the Columbian Exchange, a lot of new spices and animals were introduced to Mexico by the conquistadors from Spain. The way of life for Mexicans was changed by these invaders, and in doing so, we see the birth of many new flavors and dishes. One of the animals that was brought over the time was goats. As adorable as goats are, they're quite an invasive species as they eat and breed a lot and destroy a lot of crops in the process. Even more so, there were no fences back then keeping them located away from fields and gardens. And this was a bad time for natives who were dying from diseases and subjugation, and now their crops are being destroyed as well by these chivos. Pigs became a staple, goats became a problem. So locals did the most logical thing. They started just eating the goats. The meat was gamey and had a strong taste and smell, so herbs and spices that were strong enough to fight it were used to help flavor it, and it was cooked in kilns to help soften the meat. And so birriero, which is a birria maker, was born, and people who would make this. This type of meat preparation from goats didn't actually leave the area for many years. History actually next jumps us to the 1950s for the next major update in birria. Don Guadalupe Zarate moved to Tijuana and opened a street stand. He sold birria de chivo, carne asada, and adobada, which is also called al pastor nowadays. He changed out the goat meat for beef, and we have a legend that says someone actually asked him to add more liquid so that the meat wouldn't burn. And that, my friends, is the creation of the soup-style birria de res, Tijuana style, that we would recognize today. The meat is slow-cooked over hours in an adobo with herbs, spices, and vegetables to make a rich stew. By 1968, Zarate moves his operation to the late-night destination location called I'm gonna get this wrong, Humaderas, where the young folks go after events, parties, quinceañeras, and dances. Through the 80s, birria de res was growing in popularity, but not beating out more traditional favors like carne asada and al pastor. More places are selling it, but still really not the new hotness. That said, it's being sold rigidly in the same way by everyone. They're not really changing how it's done yet. It was also a breakfast item to them. So tacos de birria came chopped with white onions and cilantro, topped with salsa de chile de árbol or birria and caldo soup, and you better be done by 1 p.m. to make way for la comida, which is the big meal of the day. Because birria de res is breakfast there. We do get a variation called quesadillas from Tacos Aaron, which was credited for first pairing cheese with the meat. So the next time we do a jump in history is literally from there in the 80s to 2013. Ruben Ramirez and his cousin Oscar Gonzalez and Oscar's brother Omar Gonzalez opened a Mexican stand in Los Angeles, California. Ramirez's uncle had been selling birria for 40 years in Tijuana, and they wanted to capitalize it in LA. The first stand they set up is in Oscar's driveway in South Central. They're able to grow this and open Birria Gonzalez as a taco truck in 2015. The brothers had a friend that they met in Mexico, Teddy Vasquez, who in 2016 then opens Teddy's Red Tacos by the fall of 2016. A young Mexican, Latino, and Latinx audience then makes Birria Gonzalez, Teddy's Red Tacos, and a fellow LA Birria truck Tacos and Birria, La Única Instagram stars. Ivan Gonzalez takes credit for a virtual Instagram post in November 8, 2018 that brought this old style of taco and stew across America and on everyone's social media. The rest is fast expansion as shops all across the state start selling their own versions and posting all over socials with it. I've seen birria-styled ramen, quesadillas, burritos, burgers, and more on my feeds. This is a simple but long story of birria tacos and how they came to be the new trendy food of the 2020s. I might still be really bad at making them. I cannot just get that crispy shell correct. It just but I still love the simplicity of the stew, and it just bursts with flavors. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you'd like some more of these, and this is another This Food in History. Thank you.